Hey guys, how you doing? It's your man Tim Black for TBTV. I'm still at the People's Summit meeting great people. I'm here with Shauna McNally. She is running for House District 55 in Michigan, and she has some great ideas about policy, changing some things for the people of Michigan.
Absolutely.
Hi Shauna, how are you?
Very good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Tell me, what is it that got you involved in politics? What's driving you?
Okay, so we're at the People's Summit. It was Bernie. Let's just start there. So, I was in school for a long time. I was aware of politics, but it wasn't my thing. He was running, and I have 3 kids, and I said, I got to do everything I can to get this man elected because I've traveled a lot. I've seen those policies elsewhere. They work, universal health care, education. These are important things, and we need them. And he was the only one out there doing that. So we got fully on board, even as a family. After it was pretty clear he wasn't going to make it, and I went and ran for a local office. I'm actually the vice chair in the Pittsfield and Augusta Township Park Commission right now. So that was our first experience getting involved. But my original plan was to have that 4-year term, and in 2020 try to do something else. But with the way things are going, we don't have until 2020. We can't wait. We got to make the changes now.
Right.
So,
what are some of the changes? What's going on in Michigan? What are the pain points in Michigan?
Well, a really big thing that we have is our tax structure, and this is a problem nationally. We all know this, these corporate loopholes. So we have this tax base, and it's all coming from the citizens, and we're broke. We suffered very hard under the economic crisis. Like, some people recovered, most did not. And, they're living paycheck to paycheck, and money's coming out of those pockets and not from the Ford Corporation, Meyer, big, superstore chain that's up there. They're getting huge tax breaks, and actually next year, the Michigan government may even be paying them out of our tax money because that's the loophole that they've got. That Governor Snyder has in there. Yeah. So in the meantime, they're giving corporations money, and Flint can't get their water fixed. These are the things that are going on, and it's insane. And where we're at in Michigan right now is, I believe the Democrats are considered like a super minority. So there's like 13 or something like that, and they're all from our southeast area, as far as I know. We don't want any of those to flip, and what we're trying to do is get as many Bernie-crats to be running, in these races come 2018.
Makes sense. Makes sense. In your estimation, what was it about Michigan that made it go red? Everyone's been talking about Michigan, Wisconsin. So from a person from Michigan.
Who lived my life there, who saw what happened with NAFTA, I will tell you that that was just in the front of your mind when you drive around Michigan. You
mean it wasn't Russia?
No. When you're driving around and you're seeing like the devastation. You're seeing the devastation that happened when these corporations. Because when I grew up, believe it or not, we would do school plays dedicated to Henry Ford. I can still sing the songs that we sang in homage to Henry Ford. And NAFTA comes, and everything's gone. We have family in Mexico, and I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. There is a Ford plant down there in Chihuahua, Mexico, with a big statue of Henry Ford right out front.
Wow. And
how much they're paying, not paying anything, obviously. The workers there get, I think it was about $60 a week at the last time that I checked. $60 a week. And our car prices didn't go down. They went up. So somebody got a lot richer off those deals. And seeing that firsthand is just, honestly, I think a lot. Everybody had their own reasons, but that is just such a sore subject. We lost everything. We lost everything.
Wow. So now you're running. You're in politics because you believe that there could be a better solutions for problems in Michigan.
Absolutely.
Help the people of Michigan.
Yes.
What's been your experience so far? Have you getting any support from? What's going on?
We literally it's been sort of. I was thinking about it, keeping in touch with other people that were announcing, and this district was going to be open, and it's where I went to school. It's where my kids are in school. It's a very familiar area to us, so it was this is a good place to do it. Support we just announced it here, so it was if we're gonna do this, this is the moment. You know what I mean? We're never ever gonna get this exposure again to get the word out, because we can do it locally, but there's a progressive, national network, and
Absolutely.
everybody, state to state, county to county, needs to be fighting this battle together. So that's why we wanted to do it here.
Looks very interesting to me. So I see your son is over here.
Yes.
And he said that he's been on TYT Politics.
Yes, a couple times.
And you were just alluded to him. So once you grab a chair and if you walk behind, and we bring him in. Yeah. Yeah, because we're all about spontaneity here, and we're all progressive, and we got, we want to talk about the issue. So, Michigan is, we talked about education, we talked about and your son. So tell me what's going on in Michigan from a young person's perspective, from a millennials.
A young person's perspective. Okay, so where I go and where I live is called Ypsilanti, Michigan. It's a couple miles down the street from Ann Arbor and a little bit further from Detroit, but we're right kind of in the center there. Okay. And people refer to our town as Little Detroit, like, on the streets or whatever. And so we got a lot of the same issues. It replicates a lot of the bigger city problems over there. And from a young person's perspective, growing up there, mostly what I got involved with was educational justice, because our schools are vastly underfunded. We have the Ann Arbor public school system is probably the best in the state, 10 miles away from us tops. And then you have Ypsilanti Public Schools and Lincoln Consolidated Schools, which are where I go to Lincoln, which are just some of the worst in the state. I got involved with disciplinary justice, so, suspensions and expulsions that would make sense. People not getting screwed over by the system and stuff. So for a young person's perspective over there, specifically growing up in that area and going through those sort of things, I just had to do something.
Yeah. I understand. So once again, the school system is only funded by taxpayer money. So if you don't have money in that particular neighborhood, is it worse than that?
It's worse than that.
Wow. I don't know. It could be worse.
So it's property taxes. It's property taxes. It's local millages, so whatever you can get passed. And then it's testing. And whatever scores better gets more funding, extra state money. So it doesn't go to it doesn't go to Detroit.
Wouldn't more money need to go to the people who aren't testing as well?
Well, yeah. That would be one of my very, very, very first things that I would want to put into action if I could get elected. That's insane. People, these school districts, he actually got a grant from the neighboring school. So the students had $10,000 that they gave to his organization because we're so underfunded, like 5 miles away.
Wow.
And it all comes down to test scores. And we've got the charter problem, Betsy DeVos.
Right.
But a lot of it is that ridiculous policy of rewarding the people who are achieving the highest anyway, not helping the people on the bottom, till the point it was so underfunded that school has to shut down.
I tell you, man, having this young man, what's your name? Max. She was talking about you. My wife was talking about you on the way up. It's so great to have your son involved as well.
Yeah.
If you want somebody working for the people, it's great to see them, with people, with their family. I think it's a great element, that people to know these are people that understand problems, real people problems, because guess what? They're real people.
We're living them.
We're living them. Those are the best people, right?
Yeah.
So, what do we need to do to kick you off? You don't have a website yet, do you?
I have a website. It's votmcnally.com. Well, I had it because I already ran. So we are working on a crowd pack. We cannot figure out how to link that. I do have a PayPal on there. I'm worried about the legalities of it, though. Because with crowd pack, you're not officially declaring, and the money doesn't get processed until all the paperwork's filed, which is what we got to go back and do, But there is a donate button on there. I'm on Twitter at Vote McNally. You can email me, votemcnally123@gmail.com. You can contact me any way necessary if you want to, and donate, because these races, I've been told, are around $150,000 easily. And we're going to have some tough corporate competition, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
So.
Well, look, Shauna, I'm glad you sat down with me. We had this opportunity to talk. I'm sure we could talk more on the show. My man Max, thank you so much. Max is talking education. Max, you got something you would like to say before
I was just going to like to say that the shirt I'm wearing right here is from the Dignity in Schools campaign. It's a nationwide coalition to improve the educational system around the country. I work for the Student Advocacy Center in Michigan and another organization affiliated. They're nationwide, so if there's something going on with the Dignity in Schools campaign around where you're at, check them out and support your local school systems that really need it. So, I just wanted to give them a shout out.
No, man, great job. Excellent, my friend. Excellent.
Oh, and follow me on Instagram at s.maxmcnally.
All right.
This was great. I'm Tim Black for TBTV. We'll see you on the next one, and I'm going to talk to Max and Shauna later on another video. Thank you.